G'day, RavFox here. This video is not going to be on a particular kill, it's not going to be on a trophy, it's not going to be even a guide. So this video may be a bit over the place, but bear with me. This video is going to be on Classic's development, my thoughts on where it's actually going to be heading. I'm going to take you back a bit to say, I think it was the start of 2016. During this time, they were working on Piccabeen Bay, but I also believe that they were also working on Call of the Wild. Now, with Call of the Wild, I believe that was their sort of main project, and they kind of thought back then the Hunter Classic wasn't going to be their main thing anymore. So that's why I feel Piccabeen Bay is legit the worst map that you can hunt on now. There's just too many bugs. The animal AI is so bad compared to the other maps. The performance issues on Piccabeen Bay is just, really, really bad too. So I definitely feel it is a rushed product, and it wasn't to their standards, what they used to produce. So when Piccabeen Bay was released to the public, a lot of people actually saw the map for what it was, pretty much just a copy-paste map. If you look at, say, Rougarou Bayou, and you go to the swamp areas in that, and you go to the swamp areas in Piccabeen Bay, it's literally the same plants and foliage and everything like that. It's just color-coded a bit of a green paint to it. It's basically the same thing. Developers even admitted that they were copying the sound file from the Hunter Prime, or the rain, for instance, and thunder and the storm, that has been directly copied from that game over to the Hunter Classic. So there's been a lot of copy-paste. Obviously they haven't put their full commitment into the map. So as time went on, the communication from the developers to the community, or the community feedback to the developers, wasn't really taken on board. They said, oh, we're working on it, we're fixing it, we'll take that into consideration and all this that they just keep saying, but they never actually act on it. And that's one of the main problems that we have now in the Hunter Classic is you end up asking questions to these said developers and they just do not respond. I can give you an example right now with TK. I specifically asked him what the development is going to be in the Hunter Classic, what's going to happen, and he just straight up ignored me because there was a post directly after mine and he answered that one and not my one. He didn't even touch on that subject. So basically what the question was, and I'll show you right here. So here's the question that I posed to TK, or as some know him as Tree Kiwi. Another event. Okay, good to see new events are still popping up after the free-to-play model. I'm just wondering, is there actually going to be anything new added to the game, like weapons, animals, maps, items, etc.? Because it's been like 8 months without any new items, or is that a thing of the past now with the free-to-play model? I know in the past it was sub-based, so there had to be new content added every fortnight to keep the sub worthwhile. And then just below me, very important, is this other person here. He's asked, at the risk of sounding stupid, does this include the drilling rifle? And you will see that TK will answer him and totally ignore me. Straight after, as you can see, it's by the same exact time almost. It's legit just 1 hour after I asked mine. And here we have TK replying to Bent23's question, but totally again ignoring mine. This event was pretty recent too. As you can see, it's a weekend competition. Thankful for the weekend community event that they hosted. This was November the 30th, so very recent. I still haven't heard any reply back from my inquiry. What's happened? Has it been binned? So as you can see from the question I posed to TK, it was regarding the no content, no updates, anything like that for 8 months. So, you know, it makes you wonder on where the development's gone for Classic, certainly. So yeah, I think back then, as I said, with the Call of the Wild coming out, their main focus has been on that. There's been countless of new content for Call of the Wild, but Classic hasn't been getting anything for 8 months, basically. There's been no sign of anything. Developers, you know, they might say, oh yeah, they're working on something new, but again, they got to act on it for us to actually see it. There's no use saying something and then not acting on it. So with the membership and the free-to-play thing, see, that's another thing too. Since the Hunter Classic went on a free-to-play model, the content from then on out pretty much ceased to exist. There has been no new content, anything, not even status updates. As soon as the free-to-play model hit, bam, you know, that was it, pretty much. So yeah, because on the sub-based model, they had to release content because it was sub-based, so they had to feel like, you know, to make their sub worthwhile for the game, every fortnight there used to be some content added, whether it would be, you know, reskin, or, you know, actually something new, like a weapon or an animal, or maybe even a reserve if we're lucky enough at the end of the year. But yeah, now this new free-to-play model's in, I believe all the content's going to be, you know, stopped. There's not going to be any new content. The only new content that I feel that there will be, and this is my belief, honestly, I hope I am dead wrong about this, but I believe that the only new content is going to be the events that they will host, or the yearly events such as, you know, Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, etc., like they have been doing throughout the years. They'll probably continue doing that, but I think that's going to be it, apart from like new community event comps that they will do. So yeah, again, I hope I'm totally wrong on this, but it's just how I feel, and I wanted to get my thoughts out to you guys about this.